Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now when he put it through the pipes.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Knock it down.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tap the 60. Tap the 20.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on. Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Chop 60, Chop 60.
He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
60 Bobcats, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 7.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
13 yards on the
13 yards there, and a Washington first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lane. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
That's good.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
Back to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go, go!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Another Washington Commanders first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And they'll run again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A give out of the gun to Genty. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Washington.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. overtime. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cougar 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He's got space past the 25.
And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screenplay. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Seven Pirates. That's 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Mustang 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with the incomplete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Maverick. Back. 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's caught downfield. It's Lane.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. 1918. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Gain of 16 yards.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders first down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
Now second down.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, set.
2nd down and 6 now.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 73, 18 back, 18 back.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Touchdown!
Trey McBride.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
17. Falcons 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout.
4 yards on the pickup.
7 seconds
Second
left in
and
the
6.
first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on, come on. Set. Gravity lying.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 31-yard line.
Okay, break. Cougar 19, Warrior 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Third down and 6.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A run out of the gun with Genty. Wiggles free.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Get up. 19, Tiger, 19, 77, trap 50, trap 60.
They'll set up a throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
And it is caught.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43.
Cougar 19.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go, shot. Viking 18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On the give, Genty. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the 6.
2nd and 6.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Looking to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run forward with Genty. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. He called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Manning, he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6.
to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was. They constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll set up to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
James Pierce
Gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Okay, break. Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They're going to look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
47 yards.
First down, Commanders.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
At the 60. 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to perhaps salt this one away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on. Set. Hawk, set.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. Go.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 7.
He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Commanders. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth.